So that's been fun. Hey.
But hey, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. We are in separate places as usual, and she's in a better place than I am, and I'm a little
Hey,
jealous. I
what?
won't lie.
Good afternoon.
Today's podcast is going to kind of be as usual, off the cuff. Had a busy week. It's going to be a busier next week.
Do you
But
want to hit
I
on
do.
any of the stuff that how you went through this week, or are we gonna just barrel out?
Um, no, we're just kind of gonna. We're gonna go with it. You know what I mean?
All right. All right. I like it.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I do have a you ever like set a timer and somehow you fucking miss it every goddamn time? I'm like I'm like queen of missing the air fry timer, the flip over, the tone that it goes off is the exact tone that I am deaf at, and I never hear it. The only time I hear it is like if I reach over to grab something and my ear is actually facing it. I hear it, "Dee, dee." I'm like, oh shit, and I run over, it's burnt,
Uh,
burnt.
oh,
Fuck every time.
jeez.
Everybody's just like, oh man. Every time I cook
Uh,
food for people, they're like, okay, set a timer.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes those timers don't work. You know.
No,
I
they
mean,
don't. They sometimes they actually don't. They don't. My air
so
fryer is the good example though, but
for me with the timers, it's like I'll set, okay, I need it. It says set it for 12 minutes. Cool. So I go and I set it for 12 minutes and I'll go check it. And it's like raw as fuck. So I'm like, all right, would you like to set another timer? Yeah. So 5 minutes. So then 5 minutes will go and I'll go and I'll check it after the 5 minutes are up and it's still So I'm just like, okay, 5 more minutes. And then I'll go and I'll check it. And I'm just like, yeah, it's almost there, but not yet. So like I'll go for like 3 minutes. I'll set it for 3 minutes and I'll go back and check it and fucking burnt. I'm just like,
you're just like in that minute and a half extra, something just went totally wrong. And
exactly. It's like, what the? I was seriously paying attention. I swear to God. And I'm just the worst with fucking bread, man. It's like as soon as my son comes over to the house, he's like, I'll do the bread. I'm going to cook the bread, bitch. Okay.
that's like when I come over and mom's like, I'll fold the laundry.
I can't even lie. I'm just like, no, I got. You know what? Yeah, you're right. No, that's a good call, man.
You're like,
You go
no,
do the
you
bread.
are
You go do bread.
100% correct, mother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I also have my freaking my Alexa yesterday. This is why I even thought of this. Um, I tell her, okay, set a 10-minute timer for me, okay? Okay, 10-minute timer set. Man, she starts going to, I'm like, okay. So I start doing shit and I'm thinking, man, this seems like a long 10 fucking minutes. I'm like, Alexa, how much? Oh, I'm like,
I
Alexa,
was
how
just
much
gonna say,
time?
man, you got some balls just throwing that name around like that.
I know, right? Every
Because
commercial a bitch turns on. But so I'm like, say her name, and I'm like, hey, where's my timer at? Oh, you still have 6 minutes left on your timer. I'm like, there ain't no fucking way I have 6 minutes left on that motherfucking timer. Or either that, or I'm just being like, extra needy right now, needing that whatever I'm waiting for. So I'm like, dang, and I'm like, okay. So I wait and I wait, and where is it on that timer? You still have 2 minutes, and baby, what?
okay,
Okay.
okay,
And then I
okay.
wait and I'm like, okay, there's no way. Alexa, what's left on my timer? You don't have a timer.
There is
And
no
then the
timer
thing went
set.
off.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm like, God damn it, I had a timer. How many minutes over am I now? I can't even get help with that. It's like by the time I smell it, it's burnt. If I smell the food, it's burnt. That's the
Oh,
rule of thumb.
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll be like, oh, I smell the food. Oh shit, it's burnt. Yeah.
Well, my thing is, it's like I like the people that like set their food in there before the oven's even warmed up, and then they're like set the time for 14 minutes, and then the 14 minutes go by, and then it's not done. They're like, I don't know, it's not done. Well, no, because they want you to put it in when the oven's hot.
I call those preheaters. They gotta put it in before you even freaking preheat. Let's call the preheater, and you can add another 15 minutes to your time for that bullshit.
Yeah.
It's funny, yeah. Just a little patience. It took me a while though. I must admit, when I first started cooking, I was impatient and I'd throw that shit in. But if you just let it preheat, it makes the world a fucking difference. It's a live
Well,
and learn thing.
when I first started cooking, it was like I didn't know how because like mom was masterful at like make roasting a chicken, doing the green beans, having the potatoes, and then whatever. But it was all done at the same time. And
Mhm.
I just thought, oh, that's just how you cook. You just go and you cook stuff and then it's all done at the same time. No,
Is
she's
that
a
what
fucking
you thought?
wizard. She's a fucking wizard. And like she knew how to do all that kind of stuff, right? So when I started cooking, I'd be like, okay, this is done. So we're gonna eat this because this is still cooking. And so it's like I don't maybe that's probably how like a 7 course meal came up. It's like somebody like me who didn't know how to like time their fucking food so that it would all be done together. It's just like, okay, I know
That's
that
funny.
green beans take 20 minutes, so we're gonna have green beans, and then the chicken is gonna take another 20 minutes because I put it in when I put
Also,
on the green beans, and
I mean, it could also be when you're young and you don't have more than a pot and a pan. You pretty much only have one or the other. You're like, well, I can nuke this. I could put this in the pan if I have to, and then I can do this in the pot if I need to. And fuck, I'll just
yeah,
throw that on the grill. I'll throw it right on the oven. Dang it.
yeah, I'm still pretty terrible at it.
Oh, I'm actually pretty good at timing everything, but I just hate cooking. So,
Well, I just do a casserole. Then I don't
eh,
have to worry about it because then it's all
right?
together.
It doesn't get
Everything's a
much
casserole
easier.
now.
You're like, let me
Mm-mm.
introduce you to my Instapot.
Yeah. Oh God.
I just made chicken
I
and dumplings. Uh,
in an Instapot.
no, just on
Oh.
in a pot on the
Oh.
stove.
In
I
a
know,
pot.
right? In the pot, yeah. Not Insta, but on the. But
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm very careful on what I choose to eat nowadays because it's like I if I'm gonna fail at it or not have it done, I can't start cooking at 7 o'clock at night.
No, no. And I'm not a prep for the next day kind of a person either. I'm
Absolutely
like,
not.
"Well, I can barely
Mm-mm.
cook for myself that day. You want me to
Yeah,
cook for tomorrow? I'm not even eating tonight
yeah.
because I don't want to cook."
It really
Oh,
does get to the point where it's like, okay, what am I craving right now? Fuck it. I'm going to get in my car and go get that. And that's what I'm going to eat. And I don't care if it costs a little bit extra to eat that way. That seems to work for me. So that's what I'll do.
that's funny. Hey,
Because
whatever works.
prepping, meal prep, can't do it. I'm just like, ugh, not good at it. So whatever.
No. Oh, I was just thinking the other day, we were talking about peeves, like songs. And we like music and we like movies,
Correct.
TV, all of it. We like entertainment.
Entertainment.
Yeah, there you
Entertain
go.
me.
Yep,
Yeah.
entertainment. So I was watching a movie the other day. I haven't seen it in a good minute, and one of the things that goes on in this movie is one of my pet peeves. Okay, I have a pet peeve about people that consistently sing the wrong lyrics for a song.
Oh.
Fucking pisses me off. It's not pissing me off, just annoying. And the
Mm-hmm.
song that I'm referring to is in a movie called The Long Kiss Goodnight with
Okay.
Samuel L. Jackson and Gina Davis. They're in the car, and this song comes on. It's before she goes all crazy and stuff. They're singing it, and he's all, "I ain't talking about the linen." And she looks at him. She goes, "What
Oh,
did you just say?" And he goes, "What?" She goes, "Did you just say the linen?" He's like, "I'm singing the song." She's like, "It's not linen. It's moving in." And he's like, "Man, I don't care." That was just funny.
no,
I'm
it's
like, and I remember being very young hearing that song, and I thought he was saying the linen as well, which made me feel
mm.
even dumber because I'm like, "Holy crap! I thought that when I was little too." I ain't talking about the linen.
Well, then there's blinded by the light,
Mhm.
revved up like a deuce, another runner in the night. But that's not
Yeah.
what people say. Nobody says that.
Well, no, they say wrapped up like a deuce.
Wrapped up like a douche. Wrapped up like a
Yeah,
douche.
wrapped up like a douche. And ELO is like king of the misheard band. I mean, everything that comes out of that man's mouth, you're like, what?
Yeah,
Oh, he did say that. Oh my.
yeah. There was a movie. Okay, this is an 80s movie going back. It's Whoopi Goldberg. It's Whoopi Goldberg, and it's Jumpin' Jack Flash.
Uh-huh.
And have you seen it?
Yes,
Okay.
I have, of course.
There's that part where she's got her headphones on and her big fluffy slippers and she's dancing around her apartment and she's trying to write the lyrics to Jumpin' Jack Flash. And
Yep.
oh my god, that is some of the that's comedy gold right there. I think it's like a 2 minute scene, but it's just like I love that scene. It's so great. Plus it's Whoopi
We
Goldberg,
can
man.
all
Come on now.
identify with that. I mean,
Yeah.
gee.
Because back in the day, you had to do that. You had to listen to the song and write down the words because nobody had them printed anywhere. And rarely was it on the album itself. And then you have to buy the entire album for one fucking song.
right?
Yeah, the good old days.
So I'd move some stuff in my garage, and I have literally a box full of cassettes. I'm like, oh man,
Don't
a
throw them
box
out.
full. Who are you talking to? I don't throw anything away.
I know. I'm sorry. Hold on. No,
It's
no.
unfortunate. It's in our blood. We try,
I don't have
but
shit anymore. I
I
thrown
wanted to
everything
get
out.
some of those transferred to digital, and I bought this little USB cassette capture, and you basically you put your cassette inside the little cassette player, and you attach it to your computer, and you can download it into an MP3.
What? I
Yeah,
want one.
I know, right?
No,
I'll have to
I
get you
don't.
one.
I'm just gonna. I have. I do
You're
have.
just gonna use mine. I already know.
That's what I was gonna say. I do have some I can bring over and drop off.
I was just gonna say, it isn't even about that. It's about dropping off what you want
No,
me to
no.
fix.
Exactly. No, no. I have some. I can bring them over. I'll be over tomorrow.
That's
There is
funny.
one cassette that I've had forever, and I got it. Oh gosh, I was very young, but I got it. Remember my cat Misty, that blue Persian that I had? I took her to college
Oh,
with
way
me.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, and we got her from that lady who owned that one store. Anyways, we got her from this lady who owned a store, and the lady passed, and her family didn't know what to do with the cat, and so somehow they had mom's name, and they gave
Of
her a
course.
call, and they said, "Hey, do you know of anybody or what to do with her cat?" And mom was like, "Well, my daughter has a really every time I'd walk in there, I'd walk over and pick up the cat, and she'd let me carry her
Right.
all the time." I mean, she had that look on her face like, "Oh my god, I hate you. Why are you touching me?" Typical Persian, but
So
still.
you want
Anyways, we had another, I don't know, 6 marvelous years together, and I bought a cassette tape there, and it's kind of like yoga meditation type stuff, but I can't find the person that like the author of it, or not. What are they called? The musician. I can't find the musician
you can't find the right
anywhere.
words. Ah.
So I would love it if you would take that cassette tape and use it. And I think that on our next visit, I'm making a note right now. In our next meeting, you can tell everybody how well it worked, or I'll tell everybody
Okay.
how well it worked.
Um, I
Oh
did finish
God.
my song that I was writing. There's a second part to it, and I recorded it, but I don't want to sing it live, so I'm just gonna play the recording, if you don't
Oh,
mind.
I don't want to hear it. I'd really rather hear it live. So I'll wait.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
wait.
I'm
I'm
not
just
gonna sing
kidding.
it live.
It's
Definitely
fine.
not gonna sing it live. So I
I
don't know
hit
how
it.
well it'll come out. So if it doesn't come out, I'll end up having to edit it, and we'll just put reactions in afterwards or whatever.
All right,
Are
I'm
you
ready.
ready? Okay, here we go. Well, I'm kind of in a zone where I'm not really thinking of anything, and then all of a sudden I think of Lionel Richie's
That's
song,
terrible.
Hello. This is while I'm cleaning the cat toilet. I've been alone with you inside my mind, and in my dreams I've cleaned this box 1,000 times. And when I leave, I see you in the door. Hello, did you just leave me some more? I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your smile. You've left me cleaning more turds than you turn and puke up by. So tell me why you won't depart, 'cause I haven't got a clue. But let me start by saying I hate you.
Oh, that's great. That is so great.
I know it's poor quality.
Fashioned after the great Lionel Richie.
I know,
Hello.
right? After Lionel Richie.
Oh my
Yeah. I
goodness.
was giggling when I wrote it. My guys are like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I'm like,
Just close the door. Leave me alone.
I know, right? I so want to make a video to that, man. I want to make just a little video of the cat turning around looking at me.
You could do it with like cartoons. I said, like, I ain't going nowhere with
The
that one.
California girls, I'll tell you what.
I just don't want to do the because it makes me think of Alice in Wonderland when she says, "You there?
When
What's
she
your
says
name?" And she goes, and she goes, "Hello, let's go." Get some clothes.
Umbridge.
Get some clothes.
You know what? I actually thought that was a pretty good movie.
I did too. I thought it was
I
good.
was
Yeah.
actually fairly pleased with that movie. It was pretty cute.
Hmm.
But she was a hideous little person, wasn't she?
Oh,
With
she
her
was so.
bulbous head. Does she still
Yeah.
have a? It's bulbous. Her head. It's
She
bulbous.
goes. She
It's like it's
makes the hands
bulbous.
up in the air, the hands
Yeah.
up in the air
To
motion.
show the globe
Hilarious.
of a head.
Yeah. The
Oh,
globe.
that's fucking hilarious.
Oh, so good.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
You do.
Gosh.
So timers, Alexa, you're just brave as hell.
um, I had gotten a gift from my buddy that I play video games with, that I've been playing video games with for, oh my goodness, so many years. It's a little arcade, like a Christmas arcade machine, and
Mm-hmm.
when you hit it, it
Oh
actually goes
boy.
off. Galaga!
Is that Galaga?
It
Is it
is.
playing the Galaga music?
Oh
Oh my
yeah. And I was
god.
like, oh my freaking God. I was like in baby heaven right there. I was like, oh, it took me way back. And it just started making me think of the arcade games when we were young. I mean, that section in the mall, what was it called? Tilt? It was
Tilt, yeah.
nothing but video games. Oh my God, there was
Video
Centipede,
games,
Ender,
baby.
Pac-Man, Space Invaders, Dig Dug, Pinball. I really loved
Cubert. I loved Cubert.
Huberts.
Did you say
Hubert.
Centipede already? Because I loved
I did.
Centipede.
I did.
Yeah.
Um, well,
That's
Ms.
about it.
Pac-Man too. There's Pac-Man, Ms. Pac-Man. Oh no, there were tons. There were
I
tons.
know, but those
I
are about
just
the
some
two that
I
I
can't
did.
even remember half of them. I can't even
There's
remember
a
half. They were so fun. But then we got we had Pong. That was our very first video game,
yes, but
Pong,
then we had
and that did the
Atari
job for a long time. And then we
a
got
long time.
Atari,
Actually,
and
we had
that
Pong
changed
before
everything.
Tilt came along.
Oh
We
yeah, we
had
had
Pong like
Atari
right
before Tilt
away.
came along. We
Yeah.
had Atari before the mall wasn't even there then. They didn't have
No,
a mall to put Tilt in. It's funny.
absolutely not.
Yeah, it was just reminding me of how much video games have a huge impact in my life. I mean, I still
They
play
do.
Xbox
You
still to
do.
this day. I
Hmm.
never gave up any of my systems. I still have all my systems, all of them. Every now and then I bust out 64 and I try to play the James Bond GoldenEye. That was like, oh, I bet I put 7 months on that game straight. If you just Dad would come out, he's
Really?
like, "You're playing your game? Yeah, okay."
Okay.
He'd walk away. Okay, all
Okay, bye.
right, Dad. I
Thanks.
love these talks, Pop.
Could you close the door on your way out?
Yeah,
I'm busy.
that's funny.
I wasn't really into video games like at all. I played the Atari because there were a lot of games where you could play single person, and I think
You
that's
played
why I didn't.
Stampede. I remember you playing Stampede, and
Oh my god, I forgot
yeah,
about
and there was
Stampede.
that little one where you jumped the rope over the little pit jumper or something like that. That was a pretty fun one too.
Oh my god, I just thought of a great one from back in the
Uh-oh,
day. Frogger. I loved
Frogger.
Frogger. Oh my god, that was so great. Yeah, that one was
Yeah.
good. And then I remember playing it was like it was called like the Staff of Ra or something like that. And it was like the first game that I played that had like levels where like you'd be in the middle of the desert and if you went to the right, it went took you into like an
Oh,
oasis.
Egyptian. Gosh, what's the god of death? What the hell's his name? Anubis. I
Oh
could
right.
see an Anubis. I remember seeing that. I was just thinking
Mhm.
about that when I wrote this down too. I was like, oh,
Oh, that's so funny. I remember that one. I loved that one.
when I was talking about the song, I wanted you to see on my notes. Uh,
Okay, how am I going to explain this
you can't
to
see it.
the world? I'm going to try to explain it to everyone. It's all her notes, folks.
Any
Oh
ELO song, and
shit.
that's what you
That's
brought up.
awesome.
ELO.
Yeah. Wait, that's
Yes.
ELO?
Yeah.
Blinded by the light, revved
Yeah.
up like a deuce, another runner in the night,
That's ELO.
blinded by the light. Okay. I would never doubt you.
You don't need to.
He got down and he never got up. He's gonna make it through the night.
You go into the trippy music. Meow, 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 meow. You get the echoes, and that was actually kind of. All right, where are we
I have
at?
some
We're
bad
at
news.
20
Wait,
minutes.
I have some bad news for you. That's not ELO.
Oh, it's not. Who is it?
It's Manfred Mann's
Oh,
Earth Band.
band. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I just pulled that out of my head. I didn't look it up or anything.
It's not. It's not bad news though,
Okay.
because I think that's like their only hit. So.
Oh, 100%. That is a definite one hit wonder. But hey, I'm from the 80s and like every song was a one hit wonder in the 80s. So,
Well, it's just like everybody giving everybody thinking Badfinger was the Beatles. They sound a lot like the Beatles.
oh,
Yeah, give them a listen. You'll see. They sound a little bit like the Beatles.
putting it on my list right after the long kiss goodnight.
Oh yeah, such a great movie.
I just
Have
wrote
you seen
band
it?
finger. No. So I'm putting it on my list.
You're gonna love that movie. By the end of that movie, you're gonna be like, "Damn, I should have watched that a long time ago." You'll like it.
Yeah. All right.
Everyone will. All right. Well, we're at the 21-minute mark, and you're on break.
I
So
am.
you wanna cut out
There's
so you
just
can get the most out of your massage.
I do. I do. And
Uh-oh.
the 32-ounce Corona that I bought.
Did I show you my
I
shirt?
saw it, but I
What's it?
couldn't
What's
figure
it?
out what the fuck.
It's
What does
White
that
Devil.
mean?
White
Oh,
Devil from
Jesus Christ.
it's Ace Ventura, the second one, when he
Yeah.
fights Tommy Davidson and he makes his hair into little horns and they calls him
So great.
I think
Oh, he is just the
what's that
he's
mean?
just
White Devil.
he's the fucking best.
Oh, that movie's great. I couldn't get
He
enough of it.
is just
So what did
a
you want now?
genius. Nothing. I wanted
Awesome.
to ask you if you thought I should go to a steakhouse or to seafood.
Oh, seafood definitely.
Seafood, definitely. All right. Oh,
For your
that's
location, seafood definitely.
yeah. I can hear the seals. I'm gonna go check them out. Last time
Absolutely.
I was here, I was walking Gigi, my 9 pound Yorkshire Terrier, and I'm walking her along, and I look up, and like all the people are like, I see them all grab their cameras and like start taking pictures, and I'm like, no, no, no pictures, but like right
Oh my
next to
god.
me, like right next to me, and I'm not
We're not there
making
yet,
this,
so
was a fucking massive seal, like had jumped
oh
out of the
shit.
water. Yeah, and he was standing, oh, I don't know, 8 feet away from me, and I turned around and saw him, and I grabbed Gigi and I yanked her up, and I was holding on to her, and I was like, because I mean, if he'd have just been like,
Cause she's a Tootsie Roll, man.
oh,
She's
for
a
sure,
Tootsie
yeah.
Roll.
And I don't know if they're carnivores. Oh, yeah, they are. Fuck off. Of course they eat.
Yeah,
They
this
are.
is
They
how
eat
people
fish.
lose their
Jesus,
animals, okay?
right? Yeah, that's why we can never go to Florida. Fucking
Right?
alligators everywhere. Hey, do you know the difference between an alligator and a crocodile?
Yes.
What?
Well, for one thing, their eyes are different. You can see the difference in their eyes. One has eyes
No,
that sit up a lot higher. Oh,
no.
did I miss the joke?
One will see you later. One will see you after a while.
I knew
Okay,
you would do something.
bye. Bye. I'm
I
off.
knew.
I'm
Peace
off. I'm
out. On
leaving.
that cock a note. Jiminy Christmas. You see what I have to deal with? Peace out.